You know, before we start the video, I haven't heard enough of how good Alabama's 2022 team yet and how their players aren't developed and they're coming alive soon. And that's what Bama fans say. Yeah. I'm sorry, but come on, man. Yeah, it ain't even next year yet. This season's not even over. I just don't understand. Whatever. Okay. Goodbye. 45-0 over Dalton, by the way. My team won, so there's that. But peace and go dogs. Peace and go dogs. Woo! How about them dogs? We come into Jacksonville, aka Florida's home field. We run the ball. We play defense. We dominate the Florida Gators. And we pop open a Coke like 1980. Yes, sir. Yeah. You know. I don't know what to say. Actually, I do have a couple things to say. Number one, the defense played amazing. In my opinion, this was their best performance of the year. Clemson, yeah, I get it. But Florida is the best offense we've played so far this year. At least I'm going to go with that. Definitely a great running team. They didn't run as much on us as they normally do. So we kind of shut down that. Passing, they did pretty bad. Except they drove down the field towards the end. Look. But, yeah, so the great defense. But the offense, man, what are we doing? Come on, man. Running the ball today was good. We did good running the ball. Especially at that last play by Zamir White. Great run game. And then throwing the ball, we, as Uncle Lou would say, slid out a play on the 50-yard line and just didn't play football. Touchdown Auburn. By the way, I said Auburn's going to win this game 30-27. We'll go 31-27. Or 31-28. But I said 31-28, right? Yeah. But yeah, look, this is a big game because if Auburn could still technically, yeah, it'd be great for them to win this game, but I guess technically they could lose it, and, well, not really, because Ole Miss would. I didn't think about that. But I'm watching this game. Kentucky-Mississippi State game. I know you think I'd be watching that because if Kentucky loses, we clinch the division, but honestly, I don't really care. Because I'm not trying to be cocky, but do you really think Georgia's losing 2 SEC games? Come on now. Don't try to be ridiculous. We'd have to lose to Missouri, who we're 8-1, 9-1 against. 8-1, I think. Soon to be I think 7-1. Yeah, 7-1. Soon to be 8-1. And then we played Tennessee, who won 4 in a row against them. Soon to be 5 in a row. Yeah. So, I'm just saying, it's. And then Kentucky, they can do whatever. Now, Kentucky's case, it is important. Because they're not winning the division. But if they go 11-1 and craziness, and craziness, I guess you could say, starts to happen, well, they got a playoff chance. Now, what would have to happen is they'd have to have Ole Miss lose another game. Alabama would have to lose the SEC title and beat Auburn. Come on, let me get it. There we go, we got it. But, and then, what was I talking about? When that happened. Oh yeah, I was saying basically, they, Alabama have to lose two more or one more. Ole Miss would have to lose again, which they could tonight. Oklahoma would probably have to lose at least, or no, Oregon would lose one. Cincinnati would lose one. So then you got the playoffs with Georgia. Whoever wins the Big Ten, which I think will be Ohio State. Oh, Michigan State. Sorry, Nate, but. Michigan's not out though, because well, they would need Ohio State to beat Michigan State, and then Michigan had to beat Ohio State. So now they have to beat Ohio State. There used to be scenarios, but nah. Let's just say Kenneth Walker might be the best player in the Big Ten. I mean, well, not best player. Well, yeah, I think he is, honestly. I think he is the best player in the Big Ten. So Ohio State will have to face that soon, especially with their horrible run defense. See, that's going to be an issue for Ohio State. But so if that would happen, my scenario would be Georgia, whoever wins Big Ten, Oklahoma, and then Kentucky would get in. Although you'd also have to have the ACC lose. Honestly, I think one. I think an 11-1 SEC team who doesn't make their conference title would get in over a 12-1 ACC team. But that's for the playoff committee to decide. Anyways, let's just talk about the game. Offensively, passing, look, Stetson Bennett, the receivers played great. Stetson Bennett didn't. And it's the same thing as last year. Oh, the receivers didn't really play well last year either. But, I mean, I'm just saying, it's just... Come on, man. I mean, we got to get JT Daniels in there. Kirby, you've seen this. You've seen this. You know what's going on. We got two good games on there. Ohio State, Penn State, and Ole Miss, Auburn. I know Penn State lost to Iowa, but don't sleep on Penn State now. Which, speaking of Iowa, well, they're out. Remember when people were saying that they were going to go undefeated the rest of the way? That didn't really work out so well, did it? Point saying, basically, it's just... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. They're projecting Matt Corral to go 20th overall in the NFL draft. That's just dumb, but... whatever. Quarterbacks and spread offenses don't usually go high in the NFL just because the NFL doesn't run spread offenses. I mean, defenses are just too good for that nonsense in the NFL. Besides, you see what's happening to the Chiefs? That's what happens when you want to run spread offense all game. Defenses have caught up to that stuff now. You can't just slide out a plate and run spread offense all game. It's just not how it works anymore. And honestly, that's why Alabama lost to Ole Miss. I mean, Ole Miss got blown out by Alabama. Nick Saban's a great defensive coach, and he protected the spread offense and won the game. I played a little bit of a joke with Neil in the live stream about turn off my TV after Georgia allowed a touchdown. It is is it upsetting? I don't know. It's just shutouts are really hard. I would have liked a shutout, but I would have also liked to score 40 points, and that didn't happen. I also would have liked to throw only really 0 interceptions, but I would have taken less than 2. So that's just my thoughts on the game. Player of the game, Jacoby Dean and Zamir White. He look, this guy's improved. And I think what it is, it's the same thing what happened with Nick Chubb. I think he's starting to gain his rhythm back from his ACL injury. I still think he was... definitely dealing with that 2019, which why he was pretty bad. And then 2020, I think he was still sort of dealing with it. I think I'd say he's 85 to 90% back. And then when he's going to the NFL, it's kind of like Chubb was in the senior year. And then the NFL, he's going to go beast mode like Chubb was. I don't know if he'll be as good as Chubb is in the NFL, but geez, man, I do think he's a great running back. James Cook, on the other hand, his vision worries me a little bit. He can definitely, he's a game changer with speed. And honestly, he could be wide receiver, but I worry about his vision a little bit. But yeah, great win for Georgia. Florida really tried to score at the end. Oh yeah, is this Dan Mullen's last game? Tell me in the comment section if Dan Mullen's gonna get fired before next Saturday. What do I think? No, he won't get fired. I mean, I think he'll either resign or go to an NFL team. That's probably going to be what he does. If he were to leave this year. Now, next year, I think he's probably going to get fired. Or at least if he has another bad season, which, looking at Florida's recruiting right now, I mean, geez, he won't. Next season's probably going to be more of the same. But, I mean, look, I'm happy with the win and everything, but there are some things we need to fix, especially coming into big games. I mean, jeez, we gotta get this stuff fixed, man. And Corral just got sacked again. Look, man, Auburn's a pretty good team. And they're better than Florida. Forgive me earlier in the video for saying Florida's the best team we've played all season. Did I say best team or best offense? Auburn's the best team we've played this season. Florida's the best, or Kentucky's the best team we've played this season. But Florida's the best offense, I think. They're more explosive than Kentucky and Auburn. Definitely more explosive than Clemson. And it's good, 7-3, all tied up here. I'm going to flip to the... Oh, it's not on yet. All right, well... Kansas and Oklahoma State. Will the same thing happen to Oklahoma State? Yeah. Hey. SMU at Houston. It's an interesting game because... And I'm going to flip to that, honestly, right now. Because it'll tell the story. And I still think Cincinnati's going to whip Cincinnati. These past 2 weeks are getting a little bit sketchy. I thought y'all was for real, but... I still think they're for real. But this SMU-Houston game, I think it will truly tell how good SMU really is. And they're down 7-0. Wow. Honestly, I do think SMU will... lose this game because now they're down 14-0 in the first 6 minutes. And Houston's been hot since they lost to Texas Tech. They'd be 7-0 right now if they didn't. They obviously got some things fixed, but whatever. All right, well, Oklahoma today. Y'all tell me how that went. I didn't watch that game at all. I didn't see one play. All I see is that Caleb Williams threw for 402 yards and 6 touchdowns, so he must have had a good day. Y'all tell me what's going on. I'll watch the rest of this college football day. All right, peace and go Dogs. Probably going to have to do this every outro now to remind everyone the last time we won a national championship. Was it 2017, 2012, 2005, 2002? 2018 maybe 2020? Oh no, it was 1980. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Because that's in the past. The year is 2021. And And the fact that our last championship in I don't want to bang it that hard, but 1980 doesn't matter. Or, yeah, that's not. Look at that. Georgia Bulldogs #1, just like 1980. Yeah. Alabama fans, tell me how good your 2022 team is in the comment section. All right. Peace and go Dogs.